Alrighty guys, it's that time again. We're officially updating the PvP tier list for the month of December. As you guys can see, we've got SS tier all the way down to C, and we also have a specialty tier called Situational. Situational is going to be for cookies that are good in a specific team composition, but outside of that, I would not focus on building them for PvP at the current state of the game. Also, it's important to note that I do update this PvP tier list approximately once a month, or if something crazy shifts in the overall meta, and this is always based on the current state of the game. Starting us off here with SS rank, we've got Financier, Werewolf Cookie, Eclair Cookie, Espresso, Black Pearl, BTS, Brute, Captain Caviar, Purple Yam, Frost Queen, Herb, Vampire, and then last but not least, that's going to be the brand new Sherbert Cookie. The brand new Sherbert Super Epic is absolutely killing it in the PvP space. Not only that, Frost Queen right behind Sherbert with their brand new buffs and Frost debuff being applied to their skill, 100% is going to be being utilized a megaton as you work your way up the arena. Not only that, Herb is also placed here in SS because it directly counters the brand new Frost debuff, aka Sherbert. So 100% you're going to see a lot of top tier players utilizing this individual cookie to counter the Sherbert teams. And as I mentioned before, every cookie in SS tier are literally going to be the most popular and dominant cookies at the current state of the PvP arena, at least for this season. Obviously, as new cookies come out, that this might shift, but as the current state of the game, these are the cookies you want to focus on building to run the PvP content. Diving into S tier, we've got Sorbet, Clotted Cream, Caramel Arrow, Macaron, Creamy Unicorn, Wild Berry, and then last but not least, that's going to be Dark Cacao. All of these cookies are going to be very, very good to fill in for whatever your team is that you are building and potentially what you're going up against. For instance, a lot of people are utilizing Clotted Cream on their defense at top tier arena because it does just a very good counter. Same thing goes for Sorbet and Caramel Arrow. There's going to be specific team compositions that you can use to counter the enemy's team according to what they are running and building. Not only that, when it comes to the arena, most players, especially the top tier, have several different teams built out to counter specific other comps. So then that way you have a little bit better chance to, basically get the win no matter what you're going up against. Now, diving into the situational tier, this is going to house cookies, as I mentioned at the start of the video, that are very good in niche situations. So for instance, all of the summoners comps, you can see we have moved Cotton down the list, unfortunately, with BTS and Cream Unicorn coming out and Herb now moving up with this brand new Frost debuff. Cotton has been moved down here to situational, but the other four are going to be for summoners comps. Yes, you can use a summoners comp, but again, very, very niche situations. We are starting to see a lot less and less players use the summoners comp again at the current state of the game. This might change in the future, but if you are building it for the summoners comp, these would be the cookies and the best ones to use for that specifically. Now, diving into A tier, this one's going to be the fattest tier that we have on our tier list. It houses the most amount of cookies. We've got Hollyberry, we got Sea Fairy, Pure Vanilla Cookie, Rye, Kumiho, Squid Ink, Pomegranate, Parfait, Milk, Almond, Tea Night, Cream, Puff, Twizzly, Mango, Red Velvet, unfortunately, is my favorite cookie, but unfortunately is placed in A. Latte, Maddie. Maddie's really good for a speed composition, but we're starting to not see a lot of speed meta at pretty much the last couple of updates. So again, until they do get dropped back up, higher on the list, then, Maddie's going to be sitting down here in A. We got Strawberry Crepe, Cherry Blossom, and then the brand new Carol Cookie, unfortunately, gets placed in A tier, which is actually quite sad because I know myself and a lot of other people out there really do like Carol Cookie's aesthetics. And not only that, we're excited because it's a holiday cookie and they're also a healer. So unfortunately, they don't really quite make the cut, at least at the current state of the PvP meta. Again, this might change when new cookies are dropped into the game that may, shift up the overall meta, or maybe they do drop some buffs or changes to Carol Cookie's skill. But for the time being, she's going to be placed in A tier. Now, diving into B tier here, we've got, that's going to be Moon Rabbit, Mala Sauce, Raspberry, Pastry, Black Raisin, Mint Choco, Sparkling, Licorice, Poison Mushroom, we got Tiger Lily, and then last but not least, we got, and that's going to be Alphagato. Now, unfortunately here, B tier, and I would even include A tier for the most part, you shouldn't really be running any of these cookies in the arena currently at the state of the game at the top tier level. And I mean top tier, like not like Grandmasters, but like maybe Masters 1 on. You're not really going to see a whole lot of these cookies in A tier or below. Most players at those tiers are going to be running the S tier or the SS with the occasional situational like Summoner's Comp for, again, those specific niche enemies that you're going to be going up against. Outside of that, I really wouldn't invest any time in the other cookies, but maybe you are free to play. These are all the cookies that you currently have at the moment, and you want to get some sort of ranking before the season does, officially end, then yes, by all means, utilize the cookies that you do have. And then last but not least here for C tier, we're just going to throw the remaining cookies here on this list. Again, in no crazy individual order. They just are not really being utilized at all, and in my opinion, they shouldn't be utilized. And like I said, until they get a buff, a magic candy, or something shifts in the game, whether it's a new cookie that drops or a crazy update that makes them better or basically usable in the arena. You can see Coco down here has been dropped way low, specifically due to BTS and the stun immunity. No longer do you really need to use Coco anymore. That was the only thing she was really utilized for. The defense break was nice, I want to say in like season 1 or 2, but now we're so far gone beyond that. Dark Choco's not even really being utilized in the arena. And then Sonic and Tails and Candy Diver, and you guys already know the rest. They are just you're purely not being utilized because they're not very good. And there you go. That's going to be the updated PvP tier list on the best cookies that you guys should be focusing in on and building and using for the current state of the game, again, as of December 2022. Keep in mind that I will be updating this list as soon as a meta shift happens, or potentially next month in January, starting us off for 2023. You guys let me know what your thoughts are down below as always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Cookie Run Kingdom related. I also have a Discord. You will find that link provided down below in the description. But with that being said, as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.